I'm not afraid to use this to defend my home and my family. But you sure as hell don't look like any spacer I've seen before. So let me get this straight. You heard a distress call and you flew all the way down here. What are you, some sort of priest or good Samaritan? I didn't know people like you were real. But I got a heap load of problems. And I'm willing to pay my share for the help. I don't know what game you're playing, but I guess I'm in. Used to be 4 families that list helped set up stakes in this system. We rarely saw eye to eye in the best of times, and believe me, True, these ain't the best of times. Spacers started raiding, and it's been getting worse. Only a matter of time before they end us all. Unless you're willing to help some hard-working, pig-headed settlers out. No arguments here. The Spacers have taken out the family's list satellites, so we can't even talk to each other. Isolate and eliminate, a classic tale. You fix the Lopez Satellite, and I'll open a secure channel, and we can sync up and get the lay of the land. And then get all of our satellites operational. It might be I'm getting caught up in the moment, but I actually feel optimistic for once. Thanks.
So, where to next?
Look alive, crew.
which means communications is up. Sending the data on the other satellites. You do hear me, right? Hello? Now that's a weight off my shoulders. It's gonna take some time dealing with someone competent. I don't suppose you want a job working hydroponics. No one ever says yes to that. Once you repair the other satellites, I'll open a channel to the other families.
Lopez to Banda? Banda, you there? You got the satellites back up? I had help. Big help from a friend. I didn't know you had friends. I'm turning over a new leaf. In that vein, we have to meet. All the families. Oh, I bet Jackie's gonna love that. I haven't exactly talked to her yet. She hasn't forgiven you, you know. Not sure I have either. It's ancient history. We all need to get over it. See you soon. All right. Connection closed. Banda's good people. I'm glad he's willing to meet. Time to get to fixing the other satellites. the ropes.
What sort of game are you playing? We're not going to fall for another of your cons.
No game, no ruse. Times have changed. We need to move on, or we'll all be the saddest little footnote in history.
We can meet, but it'll be on my ship.
Fine.
Huh.
I closed the call. So that's good old Jackie. Get to the other families. Hopefully they'll give us a better reception.
Hey, what's going on?
Lopez to Wen? Lopez to Wen. Wen? Wen! This does not sound good. Wen, please! We may be the three families now. And that's the last of them. Stranger, let's meet up on Lemaire's ship. I'll square away payment, but I have a feeling this ain't over and there may be further paying work ahead.
While we're here, it wouldn't hurt if we checked in at the lodge. Constellation is no stranger to loss. Our own founder left on an expedition and never returned. It is easy to talk about the glory and excitement of breaching into the unknown, of lighting the darkness. But it is harder to stare into the face of the cost. That all of our progress is built on top of the lives of those who dared. And that we owe them the courage to continue our work in their memory.
Thank you, Sarah. If anyone else would like to say a few words. Thank you. If anyone else wants to say something.
Hey, how are you holding up? Take some time for yourself, okay? Plenty of rooms to sit down in if you need to be alone for a while. We'll get through this. It might feel like everything's falling apart, but that's why we need to stick together.
I thought I would quote something that gave me comfort.
Anytime.
A long time ago. Is God real? The more proper question would be, is reality divine? Existence itself is a mystery which yearns to be uncovered. What is goodness but a comparison?
Everyone is in mourning.
What is existence
I
but a
understand,
participation in
but I
being?
cannot quite share in their
Where
emotion.
the diversity of the universe inspires awe and wonder, it exists only in contrast to
I have seen
simplicity
death.
so
I have
pure
lost people I
that it
considered
may
close.
only be understood as primordial
But this is...
and divine.
It is not the
Our
same.
essence is
I
what
cannot
was
explain
imagined
why.
by its mind.
I am not sure I am making
But
sense.
what we consider imagining and what we consider mind
Thank you.
are in fact so far beyond our understanding that even these metaphors are like the tiny white caps.
I hope this is all okay.
on a massive
Between
surface.
fixing things up and sending out messengers and getting all the paperwork done. It's not much. Good. Good. Sorry, if I talk any longer, I'm gonna start crying. Could you excuse me?
There's more, but those are the parts that speak to me the most.
Does anyone else want to say anything?
You one of Sam's consolation people? Lillian Hart. He probably never mentioned me. I mean, I try not to talk about him, so... I'm sorry. That was a terrible thing to say. Cora's mother, Sam's ex. God, I'm rambling. Look, I don't know who I should speak to about this, but Cora and I talked, and she's coming to live with me.
Seems so redundant with how I live. But death is one of those occasions
Right now,
where it's hard.
she's taking it all so hard.
Our
She
friend,
wants to get away from here. In time, maybe she'll come back.
there's no afterlife or second meetings. No
She
God in
talked
heaven
about you all the
is
time.
curating a perfect
But right now, she just needs to get away from all the reminders of
end. We
Sam.
are what lives on.
We'll be leaving soon,
The
so
pain
say your
loss
goodbyes to her,
inspires us to greater
if you
action,
like.
Then that is the good that comes from
Hi.
all this. Humanity is what truly creates our world.
So many people here.
We are the ones that judge things.
So many people saying
or evil, joyful
goodbye.
or mournful. Let us take responsibility for it.
Huh.
Let's remember,
Are we supposed to
we lost.
feel better
Part of
just
us?
because we're all in one place?
I never knew that.
Yes, well, I like to keep some things private.
It's just... it doesn't change anything, does it? I just feel like I want to be a million light years away from everyone. I want to be alone for a while, okay?
You all might not like thinking
Chat
about
for a
this,
bit?
but when we
Normally,
die,
I hate talking to people at
everything
funerals,
about us breaks
but,
down,
well,
decomposes, gets eaten up by insects and microbes.
you don't believe in the afterlife, do you?
Lack of a
I mean, this might be the worst time to bring it up, but
space and time until we sizzle in a distant sun's corona or get pulled in some gravitational
Yes.
field and
Won't
coalesce
we
with
all?
other debris.
well,
Not comforting.
I've
huh?
taken up enough of your time.
But I disagree. Do you know what I find uncomfortable? The thought that after I die,
It almost
the
feels
universe is just gonna stay
wrong
still.
to be grieving.
Could you-
Selfish.
The fact
No
is
amount
that
of tears will
universe
bring the
goes
dead
on,
back.
that life goes on. That things do not just sit still.
It's just easier to feel guilty,
That I need.
if you'll excuse me.
Yeah, we die. And some people go way before they should. But the universe doesn't care. Not because it's evil,
My boy.
but because it's infinite.
I've
Ever
lost my
expanding.
boy.
And who wouldn't want to be a part of infinity? Even if
Should
it's
be
just
me
for a
buried
short
in the
while.
ground. All I ever wanted to do was
We
protect
don't
him.
worry about ourselves
No,
when
he
we
was
were
out the door as soon as he could.
course.
Away from his mother, away
born.
from
We emerge from the
Aquila,
universe as we return
away
to
from me.
For one beautiful moment, we are here together.
Yes, that certainly was an interesting perspective, Barrett.
I am told these types of gatherings are a sad occasion. That assumption appears to be correct. I appreciate you verifying my analysis, although I am certain my thanks will do little to improve your current psychological trauma. If you would like, though, I can add some consoling language to my programming. Very well.
You know, what you're feeling right now is a chemical reaction whose evolutionary goal is promoting social cohesion. Never seems to work for me. No matter how many times I do this, I feel less attached, not more. Well, look at us. Two lone wolves howling at the moon on the same night. You know, if there's one piece of advice I can actually give you, it's that lost loved ones have a way of coming back to you. One day you'll be sweeping out some old shelf or digging through a desk, and there it'll be. Some old paperweight of theirs. Or a piece of jewelry they gave you. Half jokingly. Theoretically, of course. You're welcome. Hey, stranger. Let's chat sometime, okay?
Drink? Pour one out to the blackest sea? Two old friends. May their ghosts go past the edges of space, to the great beyond. I
I don't really feel like talking.
I have things for you. Whatever you need, you got it. Oh, I love our little chats. You know how to make a woman feel special. I have something for you when you have a moment.
Savior, huh? Figured you'd need someone else to do something useful.
Charming as ever. First things first, I'm pretty sure the Spacers got the Wens. No contact with them.
All of them? My God.
Shit.
They were good people. They died. Needlessly. Because we couldn't get our act together.
That's rich coming from you. You've scammed me time and time again, Alban.
The Spacers are a threat to us all, Jackie.
And that is the salient point. Mistakes were made, we need to get past that. What I'm proposing is a mutual defense pact, nothing else. Each of us throws in our ships, men, materials, and whatnot, enough to protect all of our asses.
I wouldn't give you one solitary ounce of helium-3 if my life depended on it.
The problem is, it does. I think we all need to cool off. Stranger, a word? First things first. You did an honest day's work, you deserve an honest day's pay. Here, with heartfelt compliments. But I expect you know what's coming next. We're not military folk, and I'm not ashamed to say we are out of our depth. I'll pay you more, much more. If you can help kick the Spacers out of our system for good, and coordinate our efforts to do so. Right you are. So we're not babes in the woods. Each family has a ship or two and hard men and women that can handle themselves in a firefight. But the root of the problem is, admittedly, a self-inflicted injury. My family was here first, and when List sent other families here, perhaps I didn't take to it kindly. Might be I made an odd credit here or there at their expense. Something Lemaire especially has never let me live down. But now we need the Lemaires and the Bandas both, I reckon. Listen, I'm not proud of what I did, but this was my system first. Then Jackie comes lately arrives, and maybe it rubbed me wrong, but it's ancient history. We gotta evolve or award just fuel for the Spacers. I wouldn't hold my breath with Jackie. But Banda's good folk. Well, hopefully. We need to cooperate now, but also in the future. We need a mutual defense pact. As our new mercenary commander, please talk with Banda and Lemaire. Lemaire, God help us, especially we could use. Her family's got the most ships and crew by far. But if she's a lost cause, Banda and I can muddle through.
Just so you know, Alban is a con man and a thief. Associating with the likes of him reflects poorly on your character. Don't be so certain. So here's the deal. Odds are good my crew can hold out against the Spacers all by ourselves. If we're gonna band together, I have the most to contribute and the most to lose. The smart play for my interests is the Lemaire's hunker down and outlast the storm. I may not be some sort of military expert, but you can't know that for certain. Well, that's certainly true. That is a good point. I hadn't considered the financial upside of it. Well, you might have a point. Fine. Let Alban know that I'm willing to try this defense pact for now.
A defense pact gives us a real chance at a future.
Hello, stranger. Your work in getting the satellites up? You've done us a good turn. I know it was paying work, but a lot of mercs wouldn't even take a list contract. You here to talk about the defense pact? I figured he might. I mean, I agree that right now coming together makes sense, but going forward, it's hard to imagine Jackie and Alban working together for the long haul without one winding up with a knife in the back. If you say so. Well, the bandits will join the defense pact. We got one ship operational, another we can patch up. It's not much, but you'll have us when you need us.
We need to stand together. It's as simple as that. So is a defense pact in business? Come on, don't keep me in suspense. You convinced Jackie? And now I do believe in miracles. How in the hell did you manage that? I guess there's no need to know how the sausage gets made this time. So, the sensors have picked up 2 contact groups. Undoubtedly our spacer friends. We don't have many ships, but we can send them with you. Or hold them in reserves, your call. Expect more than you encountered at the satellites. How much more? Hard to say at this distance. You got it. I'll send along word. After you deal with the spacers, meet back on my farm. I've got an idea how to find where the spacers are based.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Lopez here, but we're clear. Lopez wants to meet back at the farm. So, thanks.
I'll keep an eye out for hostile life forms.
Glad to hear you're back, safe and sound. Banda, you owe me 30 credits.
You're tougher than I thought.
Easy money. So while you were doing that, I used the communication satellites to triangulate some spacers' chatter.
You did what?
I'm more than just a pretty face. Anyway, there's an old derelict star station the spacers are using as a base. Couldn't say it better myself. There are undoubtedly a lot of spacers there, both ships and men on the station itself.
We need to excise this cancer from our system. Every last one of them.
100% agree. So, oh glorious leader, any words of wisdom or inspiration before we embark? This is it. The big one. We need to bring everything we got to bear. There won't be any do-overs on this one. We'll all be waiting for you to jump in.
I have something for you when you have a moment. I'm here for you, my love. I thought you'd never ask. Here. No, we done talking already.
After you, Captain. Those robot pods appear to be intact. Perhaps we should investigate. It is much more comfortable inside the ship. Maybe we shouldn't stay out here for too long. That's some good news, at least.
Set aside anything useful. Leave the rest.
Oh, get me though! Good!
This is the first deep breath I've taken in months. I make no illusions. You did this. And now it's up to us to keep it going. Very diplomatic. It's horseshit, of course. But it sounded nice. The rest of the families and I, well, we chipped in for a reward. I know it's probably a pittance compared to what someone like you makes. But, we're just dirt poor farmers and miners just trying to get by. I think I need to shut up now. Don't want to get... Don't you dare! I have my precious reputation to maintain. If you ever are in this system, you come back and visit. We'll give you a warm welcome for the ages.
It'll be nice to be safe again.
I'm alive, right? We did it! We did it!
You are incredible.